Hello everyone, just going to do a brief video today to show you a pair of tassel loafers that I recently purchased from Charles Tyrwhitt. These are called the Keybridge. I bought them in the clearance for around half price, and then I had a discount code. I believe the full price was £120, so I paid around 60 or so for them. They're not part of the, they're not from the premium Made in England collection that Charles Tyrwhitt sell. The Made in England, I believe, are made by Barker. I've reviewed a pair of those shoes on my channel if you'd like to check it out. These are from their standard range. I believe they're made in Portugal, and they are Blake stitched construction rather than Goodyear welted construction. I don't believe they sell these anymore, so this is going to be more of a general commentary on the quality of Charles Tyrwhitt's standard line of shoes, and a discussion of some of the differences between a shoe at this price range when compared with a premium calfskin leather shoe. So I'll just show you the shoe. So as you can see from the distance between the edge of the sole and the stitching, and inside as well, this is a Blake stitch construction. Fake stitches around the bottom of the sole there, and obviously there's no welt either. In terms of the leather quality, it's not terrible when I compare them with shoes I've owned in the past, cheaper shoes, but certainly once you've worn calf leather shoes for a period of time, you do notice the step down in quality. It's not, it hasn't marked in any places, but as you can see, there's quite significant creasing there. Part of that is just due to my fat foot trying to fit into these shoes. That said, they have broken in very quickly, so they're actually very comfortable to wear. A lot more comfortable than the Charlton loafers from Herring that I reviewed. Those gave me a bit of a pain to break in, whereas these, I've only worn these probably about a dozen times and they're already very comfortable to wear. But the leather, it's a bit papery, plasticky. It's not, around the areas where it's worn, it's kind of softened quite nicely, but yeah, it doesn't have that luxurious feel that you get from, even a calfskin leather at the £200, £250 price point. There is a significant difference. Structurally, though, the shoe is still solid, so I don't have any concerns about the durability of this shoe. It's a Blake stitch construction, so you can still get it resold. There is a question mark over whether it's worth getting a shoe at this price point resold, because you're probably almost going to be paying as much for the resoling as you are for the shoe itself, whereas a pair of shoes you paid £500 for, you get a lot more bang for your buck by resoling. So I'm not sure whether I'll ever bother to get these resold. I'm only planning on wearing them sort of maybe once a week, once a fortnight, just to substitute in a different style for my Oxfords, and that's really why I bought them. I just wanted a bit more variety, but maybe I do regret slightly that I didn't invest in something a bit higher quality. That said, a few years ago, £120 would have seemed a lot to spend on a pair of shoes, but once you've bought into that once you've bought into the idea that shoes are a worthwhile investment, it doesn't really seem like that much anymore. So, the question is whether these are worth it. I would certainly say they were worth it for what I paid for them. But if you're going to pay full price, yeah, I would save up and invest in a higher quality pair of shoes. Just the fact that these are showing quite significant creasing. Having only worn them for a couple of months and not very regularly, I think this is still, the jump up in quality from, say, £120 to £250 is still significant. You're getting a lot for your extra money, whereas maybe when you're going into the sort of £300, £400, £500, there is a diminishing returns effect that kicks in. Whereas I think when you're buying into the lower end of the premium calfskin leather shoes, you do get there's a big step up in quality. So my advice would be, if you're not going to have, if you just want to have an extra pair of shoes that you're going to wear once in a while, or if you don't wear formal shoes very often, then this type of shoe is fine. But if you're really looking to invest in a pair of shoes you're going to wear very often, I would recommend investing a bit more and getting something from Luke's 1880 range or something comparable. Well, that's all I really have to say about these, so see you next time.